Greetings, brave souls, and welcome to another journey into the unknown here at Whisper Wonders. As you find yourself on the threshold of eerie tales and spine-tingling secrets, consider subscribing to our channel. It's your enthusiasm and curiosity that truly animate these dark corridors we explore together. Tonight, we peel back the shadows to reveal the chilling essence of the Paimon Devil. Prepare yourselves as we dive deep into the sinister world of Paimon. Now who, or rather, what is Paimon? Paimon is not your average name dropped at casual dinner conversations, unless you're dining in a haunted castle, perhaps. In the realms of the supernatural and the occult, Paimon is known as a powerful entity, often depicted in ancient texts that are as old as they are eerie. Let's delve a bit deeper, shall we? Paimon holds a prestigious rank in the demonic hierarchy. He is often considered one of the kings of hell. Yes, you heard that right. A king, not a mere foot soldier. This regal standing grants him command over legions of spirits, the numbers of which are as vast as the shadows at midnight. Historically, Paimon has been linked to a plethora of myths and occult practices. His name appears in grimoires, those are books of magical knowledge and spells, which are not exactly your standard bedtime reading material. These texts portray him as a teacher of arts and sciences, a keeper of secret knowledge, and a granter of wishes, albeit at a steep price. Cultural references to Paimon stretch across various societies where he is often invoked in elaborate rituals. Picture this, ancient sorcerers standing in dimly lit rooms surrounded by arcane symbols, calling upon Paimon to appear. The air thick with suspense, the walls almost whispering secrets of old. With such a formidable reputation, Paimon's nature is as intriguing as it is terrifying. But what draws Paimon to the mortal realm? This enigmatic figure, often cloaked in shadows, isn't summoned without reason. His presence is a tapestry woven from human emotions and actions, particularly those tinged with desperation and curiosity. Paimon, a name that whispers through the corridors of the occult, is attracted to specific situations. Historical lore suggests that crossroads of great change, be it personal turmoil or the thirst for knowledge beyond the ordinary, act as beacons for this entity. These are not just physical locations but emotional and psychological states where individuals stand at the precipice of significant decisions. One might wonder, how does Paimon manipulate these situations? It is said that he wears many masks, each tailored to the vulnerabilities of the person he seeks to ensnare. To the lonely he may appear as a friend, to the desperate a savior, and to the power-hungry a benefactor with promises of infinite knowledge and worldly gains. His tools are the desires and fears that reside within us all. He merely amplifies them, turning whispers into roars. There are chilling anecdotes that underscore the cunning of Paimon. Consider the tale of a scholar in the 17th century obsessed with the arcane. His relentless pursuit of forbidden knowledge led him to perform a ritual that he believed would grant him unparalleled wisdom. Instead, it opened a doorway for Paimon. The scholar's own writings, increasingly erratic, suggest a mind ensnared by promises too grand to ignore, until he was nothing more than a puppet, his strings pulled by the very knowledge he sought to control. Another account tells of a grieving widow who, in her profound sorrow, reached out to contact her deceased husband. Her rituals, laden with the heavy weight of her emotions, inadvertently called upon Paimon. The entity, masquerading as her lost love, slowly twisted her grief into a binding contract of manipulation and deceit. It seems that curiosity and desperation are gateways for Paimon to enter one's life. These emotions, so deeply human, make us vulnerable to his ancient and persistent lure, always reminding us that knowledge and emotion, while profoundly powerful, can sometimes open doors better left closed. How do you know if Paimon has marked you? The signs of possession can be subtle, yet profoundly disturbing. Let's delve into the eerie indicators that might suggest Paimon's sinister influence. Firstly, changes in behavior are often the most noticeable signs. An individual who is normally calm and collected might suddenly exhibit bouts of rage or despair. They might start to isolate themselves, shunning loved ones and friends, as if driven by an unseen force. Or perhaps they develop an uncanny knowledge of things they should have no way of knowing, speaking in languages previously foreign to them, or revealing secrets that were tightly kept. Next, consider the unexplained events that tend to occur around the possibly possessed. Objects might move on their own, defying explanation. Lights flicker without a fault in the electrical system, and shadows seem to move against the laws of physics. Cold spots in rooms, unexplained whispers, and the feeling of being watched are common phenomena reported by those who believe they are under Paimon's grasp. Physical manifestations can also occur. These might include unexplained bruises or marks appearing on the body, or the eyes of the possessed might change, reflecting a darkness that wasn't there before. Sleep disturbances, including nightmares where Paimon appears, are frequently reported. The psychological and emotional toll is immense. Victims often report feeling a constant sense of dread, anxiety that doesn't abate, and an overwhelming despair. Recognizing these signs early could be crucial in dealing with Paimon's presence. Faced with such dread, how does one protect themselves against Paimon? In the shadowy realms of the supernatural, defending oneself from a demon like Paimon isn't just about chance and charms, it's about understanding the interplay of spiritual, emotional, and physical defenses. Starting with traditional methods, the use of protective symbols has been well documented throughout history. Symbols such as the pentagram, when drawn around one's living space, are believed to act as barriers against evil forces. These symbols aren't just random drawings. They represent a deep, mystical understanding of the spiritual world that can shield us from harm. Herbs and salts are also key players in the arsenal against demonic entities. Sage, for instance, has been used for centuries in the practice of smudging, a ritual aimed at purifying the home from negative energies. Similarly, sprinkling salt at thresholds prevents malevolent entities from crossing into protected spaces. These methods, rooted in both folklore and spiritual practices, serve as a first line of defense. However, in our modern age, we also turn to emotional and psychological fortifications. It's crucial to maintain a positive mental state. Demons like Paimon often prey on fear and despair, so fostering an environment of positivity and strength can be incredibly protective. Regular meditation and affirmations can fortify a person's emotional resilience, reducing the demon's power to manipulate. Furthermore, the physical aspect of protection should not be overlooked. Ensuring your living space is clean, orderly, and filled with positive energy can create a less hospitable environment for Paimon. The chaos and negativity are what these entities thrive on. Thus, a well-kept space disrupts their influence. Lastly, let's talk about maintaining barriers. Regularly renewing the protective symbols, continuing the smudging rituals, and keeping a routine of positive affirmations help ensure that the barriers do not weaken over time. It's not a one-time setup, it's a continuous process of maintaining a stronghold against the darkness. Fortifying oneself against Paimon requires more than just knowledge, it requires resolve. As we prepare to part ways, let's summarize our eerie journey into Paimon's realm. In today's exploration, we delve deep into the chilling depths of the supernatural, focusing on one of the most formidable entities known in occult lore, Paimon. This ancient being, often depicted as a male with a regal crown, commands a legion of spirits and possesses a voice that can unsettle the most stoic of hearts. His nature is not merely to frighten but to assert dominance over those who dare to summon him or fall within his reach. We uncovered the sinister allure of Paimon, a devil whose presence is often invited unknowingly, whether it's through the reckless dabbling in ancient texts or the naive playing with spirit boards. Individuals can attract this powerful spirit without fully understanding the consequences. Once Paimon's attention is captured, his influence can manifest in one's life in terrifying ways, subtle at first, then overwhelmingly invasive. The signs of Paimon's possession are as disturbing as they are distinct. From sudden shifts in behavior to unexplained knowledge of arcane matters, these indicators are not to be taken lightly. Voices whispering from empty rooms, shadows lurking where light should prevail, all these are marks of Paimon's handiwork. But not all was doom and gloom. We also armed ourselves with knowledge on defending against this formidable foe. Remember, knowledge is as powerful as any mystical ward. Simple actions like maintaining a spiritually clean environment, using protective symbols, and most importantly, respecting the boundaries of the unseen world, can fortify one against Paimon's advances. Let this discussion serve as a beacon for those seeking to understand or even combat the forces that Paimon represents. Feel free to share your thoughts or personal encounters in the comments section below. Engage with us, share your fears, your stories, or even your skepticism. Stay vigilant, brave souls. Until next time, keep the lights on and your spirit guarded. Thank you for joining us at Whisper Wonders.